Welcome back to this reaction to episode 7 of the second season of of Sex Education. As I said in the last one, I am banking these up, so I have not seen your comments on the last video. In fact, I literally just watched episode 6. So I like this recap is all fresh in my mind. We have Viv going to Jackson's parents to tell him about the fact that he is self-harmed and she's worried about him, which I am forgiving her for, and not just forgiving for, lauding her for. Like, that was a really good thing to do. That's, sometimes as a friend, you gotta do the hard thing. On the opposite end of the spectrum, Eric spilling Otis's, like, at the party. Eric is constantly spilling Otis's secrets, yelling out his secrets to everybody. A little bit more upset about that. But Eric and Raheem are a lovely couple, and Eric had a fabulous suit last time. Amy still is dealing with her trauma, by which I mean she's not dealing with it, and she should deal with it. I want her to talk to somebody so much. Otis said a bunch of really, really cruel stuff, and I am no longer on his side. I am now shipping Maeve and, the neighbor boy, who has a name that I can't remember, even though I literally just watched the last episode. And, what else happened in the episode? Headmaster Groff photocopying the book. That's gonna be a mess. Yeah, so anyway, with that out of the way, let's get into it. I really just want to, I don't normally get to do this with Sex Education, just watch episodes back to back. It's fun, so let's go.
Let's be nerdy, babe. Let's be nerdy, let's be nerdy. Let's be nerdy, babe. Let's be nerdy, babe. Let's be nerdy, let's be nerdy,
So this must be a young Maeve. Why is everybody being so gross?
Patriarchal ideology.
That is definitely a young Maeve Wiley. She's a cutie. So that can be Viv apologizing or trying to, yeah. Oh, that's right. Otis woke up, or Otis was in bed naked. Does he even know who's he naked with? Is it her? Like the head HBIC? Did he sleep with her?
Good morning.
Did he have sex with her? He had sex? No.
Of course we used one.
Where is it?
Oh,
No,
Otis. The first time he'll have no memory of?
You don't think your vagina...
Oh, she's hungover, he's gonna be hungover, and he's had sex and he doesn't even remember with a girl he doesn't even like. Is that what she wore last night? Because I would be like, she's very well put together for somebody who is out dancing and incredibly hungover.
It was only supposed to be 10 people.
It's coming this afternoon, and my house is trashed.
You are gesturing with a large phallus.
And I will help you clean later.
There's a condom on your large phallus.
Joe, have a look, would you? I can't see.
So is she pretending to go to work and then not actually going to work? Oh God, I don't like watching people vomit! Stop making me watch people vomit! Oh.
Oh, I'm just very, very thirsty.
And you're wearing very, very small glasses.
Okay, calm down and listen. That was withering.
It really was withering. Oh no. He's spreading it around the school. Oh my God, the headmaster is a dick. Oh my God.
Masturbating up to 17 times a day.
That's who he was.
Borderline obsessive.
You okay?
Amy, I want to hug you. I want to crawl into my TV and hug you so bad.
Sure you didn't mean it.
I also want to crawl into the TV and punch Headmaster Groff.
There's been an incident.
That you did, you
Just be here at
person
4
I want to punch.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll have dogs.
You sure?
They keep highlighting the dog, which makes me worry that something's going to happen with the dog. It's like the Chekhov's gun, but it's Chekhov's dog. Why are your glasses so tiny?
Okay, so
Oh, there's Plan B.
Oh, I can't. I've got to go to a service center. There's singing, there's plantain, and if you're
Plantain
really lucky,
is
sometimes
so
just out of
good.
the glory, I start speaking in tongues.
Get in the car.
Wow, she's an authoritarian.
No one has anything to say.
What? I'm looking in this room.
You will circle every A in the paper until one of you owns up. It's not very you.
I don't know which one of them it would be. It's a lesbian couple. Somebody should know how to change a tire. Except I would not know how to change a tire. I am a bad lesbian.
Right, you've got to be kidding me.
None of that looks like it's right. And there they are, all over the floor. And yet she wrote everybody's name on the pages. Like, that's a bit, you know, that is odd to have written everybody's name on the page. Full name, like first and last.
Here's the thing you're supposed to say. Thanks. What category are you in then, Pythagoras?
I like what Lily's doing there.
Anyone have anything to admit?
How did she know it was
You
one
can
of
circle
them?
the eyes next.
Please, Miss Sands, this is pointless.
Yeah.
Yes, but my report.
Is no longer welcome on campus, and nor are you.
I'm just realizing we haven't seen the sexy superintendent in a while.
I'm sorry, what?
This is how she finds out.
His advice was super strange, but it worked.
Yep, there she goes. There it is. So they just have church services on weeknights. I mean, I went to church service on a weeknight, but so far I haven't seen Eric go to this church on the weekend, which is odd.
I've always been so afraid that you would say I wasn't your real mum, and now you've actually said it, I'm almost relieved.
Of course you're my real mum.
But you didn't come through me. That's why I was so happy when you said you wanted to swim, because that's my passion, something we could do together.
Oh, that's why she's so into it, isn't it? Oh, I'm wondering why. Why she pushed so hard.
What?
Yeah. Playing Romeo.
Proud mom.
And you're very believable as Joseph.
Okay, so it's good with dogs.
How are you?
What's going on between the two of you? But if you hurt him,
I'll not be able to do anything, but I will try.
I don't think I'm in love with you.
Sure you don't.
He really doesn't.
You kept asking me if I was okay.
It's important to check in.
It was every 10 seconds.
That's a lot. Yeah.
But mainly I was upset because I overplucked my left eyebrow and I just got them symmetrical.
Yeah. Keeping them symmetrical is very, very hard. I've given up. My avatar is very symmetrical.
I had to tell him how I felt.
You didn't have to. Maeve, you chose to.
Did you even like Otis? Or did you just want to...
Oh, Amy, let me hug you. Let me hug you.
Sweet and nice all the time.
You don't know anything about me.
You don't know anything about me.
Stop fighting over a stupid boy!
Like, it's a jumper. Who wears a jumper, like, just around their own house? That would just be so uncomfortable. Every time you gotta pee, you gotta take the whole thing off. Oh, yep, there's all of his money. From his sex advice.
I didn't know who else to talk to.
Who's this gonna be?
You can
Jakob?
all stop looking at me now.
Graf's wife?
So you can't get on the bus because you think that man's going to be on it again.
Psycho killer. So
Just
it's like
looks
if
normal.
he could do something like that, then anyone could. I always felt safe before, and now I don't.
He ran off when he saw my dad, which made me angry because I don't want to be dependent on another man to protect me.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
You too. Dicks.
I tell you, he loves ginger nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, it's...
I only did it because I love you, and I found out you love him. Miss,
Oh my...
I have an innate appreciation for Oliver Swan.
That
And
is
you are a
problematic on so many
student, and
levels.
this is gross.
I must say, the lipstick was an ingenious touch.
I don't feel sad, I just feel angry.
Talking about it helps so
I know
much.
something that might help.
Oh, she's gonna take him to her smashing place. Or, well, Adam's smashing place.
What do you mean they believe in all that God stuff?
Yeah.
Real. I believe in it too.
This is
But
patronizing.
not properly.
Raheem.
Pretend to keep the peace, right? No. So what difference does that make me love you? We'll agree to disagree.
He just said love.
I love you too.
Mm.
Oh, putain. I think my heart stopped for a moment.
I feel like I don't know him at all. Like,
Whose house are you in?
like I've got a stranger living in my house.
This is...
I think we can't ever truly know these creatures.
Oh, somebody's house where
created.
he's fixing. Okay.
Perhaps you're right. You really can't forgive me.
So okay. See, I also think she needed to break up with him. It wasn't just him breaking up with her. But yeah. God, the views in this town.
Be as intellectual as your
Holy crap.
husband, but
Goodbye, Jakob.
See, I very much... They're framing it like she's in the... You know, he did everything right, but she wasn't ready. Where he did a lot of wrong shit, too. Like, I'm not a fan of the way that's being framed, to be honest. Oh. Can I hug you too, Gillian Anderson, for completely innocent reasons? Oh, no. Adam, go check the door. It wasn't locked.
Your thoughts are very loud.
She's going to say something about his boyfriend. Yeah,
Any boy's right for me.
No.
It's not him. It's you.
What do I do?
Think about something that makes you really, really angry, and then smash it as hard as you can.
There's just like a never-ending supply of stuff to smash in this location. Also, bigger and bigger hammers. There we go. Solidarity.
Let's get you home.
Want to walk me home?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What's gonna happen with Lily? And the house is clean, Otis. And you did not do a thing.
Hey, Mum.
Tell me the truth.
I am.
He didn't say anything.
Wait.
Okay.
I think I don't want to be just friends.
Why?
Alright. Girls do smell better than boys. Sorry. I'll hopefully remember to fill that thought in later.
Okay, not Isaac.
Isaac, that's his name. Neighbor boy is Isaac. And what will she do with that? So... This is the most beautiful town in the history of towns. Like, the views, dear God. Yeah. Oh, Adam. Stay and deal with what you... Stay and deal with what you did.
You're funny.
Okay, so she's gonna catch her mom.
Hi, Mum.
Get off!
What you doing?
Fired. I didn't know how to tell you.
That's why she was crying the other day.
I felt so ashamed. But your life, and Elsie's life.
On your other child's life? That, like,
Please,
does she forget the children that she has?
I believe you.
I can't, like, what is this town? Magical town.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I love them all. This is fantastic.
We're all getting the bus.
Yay. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, warm, happy feelings in my heart right now. That's fantastic. Now I want to hug them, but for happy reasons. Yay. Okay, so before I forget the smell thing. Okay, so in Korea, there are lesbian clubs, and they are women-only clubs. And I, when I first came, like, for the first, 5-6 years I was here, I was going to the clubs a lot, like the lesbian clubs, which had some fun names. But I was going out to these lesbian clubs a lot, and then and not going to straight clubs. Like I was exclusively going to lesbian clubs, and then at one point I was, one of my coworkers invited like a bunch of us all out, and I decided, and we went to eat and stuff. And normally I would not go with them to the straight club or whatever, but I decided to go to a straight club with my coworkers one night, and I walked in the club, and it was such a wild. I walked in, I could not figure out what was going on. It smelled wrong, and it was like I was bumping into people constantly, and I couldn't figure out like what the hell is going on. And it took me maybe 30 minutes to be like, it's men. Men. It's a room full of men dancing, like and men and women dancing. But I'd been in rooms full of women dancing, and it didn't smell like that. And suddenly I was in a room full of men dancing, and the smell was just, it wasn't a bad smell. Like, it wasn't like, ew, men. It was just like, this weird, like, I wasn't used to being in a room full of sweaty men, and it shocked me. And then the bumping into things was like, oh my God, men take up so much space. They do. Like, I've been in rooms with, like, overfilled rooms with women dancing where you can barely move, and I wasn't getting bumped into nearly as much as I was in this club that was not nearly as full, because men just take up more space. I don't know why men take up more space. I don't know if it's just that they're taller and bigger, or if it's like something in the way that they hold their bodies or move or something. They just take up more space. And it was like they were just bumping into me constantly. It was such a weird experience after spending so much time in exclusively female-only environments, and then moving into an environment with men. It was just the difference, like, down to, like, the smell. The smell was the one that just, it took me a while. I couldn't figure out what is it? Why does this room smell so weird? Oh, it's men. I'm smelling men. So, anyway. Those girls, the way, yes, Amy, yes. I'm very happy that she finally told somebody about it, and that they are helping her with it, because trying to, like, just handle it on her own was not working. And, let's see, what else happened in this episode? Oh, of course, Jean found out about Otis. She is not happy. He made a chunk of change that he just kept in, like, a roll. No putting that in the bank? No? Okay. All right, Otis. You do you. But okay. That's fine, I guess. But that's not good. And then, of course, that, like, the way he just spread it around the school, that man does not care about his students. Like, vengeance against Jean, I can understand him wanting. Not that I would agree. She has done literally nothing to him. But I can understand that. Whereas what he did hurt his students. And he knew it would hurt his students, and he didn't care, and that man needs to be fired. And then they could bring in the sexy superintendent, and then that would be nice. I forgot about her until this episode. Thinking about Eric and Raheem. Differences in religion are hard. Like, Raheem was very patronizing in talking about the religion, like, oh, you don't really believe it, which, and people who, like, I'm not a religious person, but I was for a while, and people who, I got really annoyed when people would try and, they would, I don't know how to say it, it's very patronizing. They would be like, oh, but you're not like the other religious people, you don't really believe it, like, as if not believe, like, I don't know, they would try to take away a part of me in order to make me acceptable. Like, you don't actually believe it, that's why you're okay. Or they would try and explain away my faith. Like, oh, but it's not real. Like, you're just choosing to believe it. It's like, no, I actually believed it was real. When I am still very defensive. It's weird. Because I would not call myself a religious person right now. But I still get very defensive about it because I remember the feeling. I remember, it was very important to me. My faith was so important to me. And so, when people shit talk religion, it's very weird because I will come to the defense of it, even though I don't necessarily believe that stuff anymore. It's just, people hold these sincere and true beliefs and they want to live by them. And also Raheem is assuming that all Christians hate gay people. And of course, I grew up in an environment where that was true, but I also, like, I came out to pastors of mine who, like, wanted to have conversations with me because they had, I'm sure I was not the first gay, what do you call it, a lay person, gay attendee at any of the churches that they had taught or preached at, but I was the first one who came out to, like, 3 different pastors. I was the first person to come to them and want to talk to them about it. And they were very open to having the conversation and trying to wrestle with the fact that, oh, this actually impacts people, stuff that we say from the pulpit. Let's talk about this. They were very, very open to that. And I have attended churches that were, like, beyond that, like, that were just very welcoming. I shouldn't say I have attended. I have, like, not as a member. I have, like, on occasion attended churches, like, for 1 or 2 times, that were, like, completely welcoming to gay people and saw no contradiction between Christianity and being gay. Like, that is becoming much more of a norm in Christianity now, which I know people will say but, like, the church does grow and evolve. The church used to, like, you used to hear sermons from the pulpit that were pro-segregation, and those sermons are very, very rare. I'm sure there still exist. I'm sure there are racist churches out there, but, you know, Jerry Falwell, he was very famous for being anti-gay. He used to be pro-segregation. Like, and these are things that the church can grow and evolve in, and the church is growing and evolving in this one area, and I think that's all to the good. Whether, like, whatever you believe about Christianity or not, it is a sincerely held belief of a lot of people, and it is good to see people questioning their change, like, to see social changes impact the church, and the church can impact social changes. I don't know. It's all to the good, and Raheem is being very, very patronizing about it. I do think that there will probably be a couple for a little while, but that moment in the church, I was like, oh, they're going to break up. They're going to break up because they have a fundamental difference of belief. Like, it is, like, it's a core, like, Eric has a core belief in his faith and his religion, and Raheem has a core belief that religion is a lie. And at a certain point, they're going to bump into that, and it's not compatible. So, it makes me sad, because I really like them as a couple, but they're not long for this world as a couple. Oh, and I said it in the episode, I don't like the framing of Jean and Jakob's relationship. I don't like how they're framing it as, oh, she kissed a boy, and that's, like, kissed, Remy, and that's why they're breaking up. Because he did a bunch of shit that was crossing her boundaries, and yet he's being played off as that he was the good one in that relationship. She did kiss somebody else, but also they were not compatible for other reasons that had nothing to do with that. Lily and Ola. Okay, so they're going to be a couple. I wasn't sure if Lily was going to be queer. I mean, it's entirely possible that she wasn't, right? Like, and Ola just kissed her, and that's why she was pulling back, because she wasn't attracted to her. But okay, all right, I'm down for that. That's cool. And yeah, I think. Oh, Adam. Oh, that kind of broke my heart, because I mean, he tried. He really did try. But okay, I guess I will end this here. So let me know your thoughts on this episode in the comments below. And if you like my content and you want to support me, I do have a Patreon. It will be linked in the description below. Thank you so much to my patrons. As always, I mean it every single time. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you. And with that, I am going to end this here. So please like, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye!